So hey guys, welcome to this week's comic book review, and today I will be reviewing Batman and Robin first, and then I'll be reviewing the other comics that I have right here. But before I do that, I'm going to show you the comics I actually picked up, so you guys can look forward to what comic review I'm going to be doing next. And for the people who don't want to watch this, you can skip ahead, because I got a couple complaints about me ranting on about the comic books I've been picking up. But I also picked up, Batgirl issue number 7, Green Lantern issue number 7, Superboy issue number 7 here, and that's about it. I was going to plan to pick up Suicide Squad issue number 7 because they were doing a revamp of Harley Quinn's origin stories in that issue, and I really wanted to, find out how they're going to actually do that. How they're going to actually do a new Harley Quinn origin story. And my comic book shop ran out, so I couldn't pick that issue up. But I'm planning to actually go pick it up sooner or later, one day. But yeah, getting on to Batman and Robin issue number 7 review. So in the last issue of Batman and Robin, we saw Damian, turn his back towards, nobody. He's betrayed him. And upon, nobody, knowing this, he gets pretty upset and he starts, brutally beating on Damian. And after, this happens, Batman can actually hear this through the transmitter that, Robin has and he has. And so he's listening into, Damian scream and crying out in pain as, not Morgan, but nobody, brutally beats on him. And that's where issue number 7 picks up off of, Batman's rushing towards, Morgan, but nobody, I keep calling him Morgan because that's his real name and they didn't establish his villain name till later on, but yeah. He's rushing towards nobody and Damian's location. So as he's rushing towards their location, Damian's still getting brutally beat up. He's getting beaten up and just his fingers are getting broken. His body's getting mangled up and whatnot. And of course, Bruce is still hearing, this over his transmitter. He's getting really, really upset, to the point where he really wants to kill someone. And after he actually locates Damian and nobody's location, he crashes through the ship where they're at, and he gets out of the Batmobile and he says, you think you can get away with this, because you hurt my son? Well, you know what, I'm gonna come and get you now. And in a fit of rage, Bruce takes out 2 batarangs. He throws it towards Morgan or nobody, and one hits nobody's head, and the other one hits his the sonic pulse device on his hand, and they begin to fight. And when they're fighting, Batman starts insulting nobody, saying that everybody that you ever loved, everybody that you ever knew betrayed you. Your father betrayed you, Robin betrayed you, and the one person that actually did truly love you, you killed her, and that was your mother. Your mother truly loved you, and yet you killed her. You killed the woman you loved. You're sick, and saying that you are still trying to get daddy's approval. You're still the same kid that I met years ago. You're still insecure and you still want to get daddy's approval and whatnot. And of course this really really pisses Morgan nobody off, and he's just really, really pissed off. And we get sort of a sense of why he's called nobody. And after that, spoiler alert here, so if you guys want to stop the video at this moment, then stop it and go pick up this issue, because I'm going to spoil one part in this issue where it's going to shock everybody. I won't spoil the ending though, but if anybody wants to stop the video, stop it now and go pick up the issue. But for those who wants to, press on and see what happens later on, then keep watching. So, after, Batman brutally beats up nobody, he takes him, lifts him up in the air. You know what he does? That pit of acid that, Morgan used to torture that, what would you call it? I forgot what the guy's name was. But yeah, he throws Morgan in the pit of acid. Now, upon my first impression of reading this, I was pretty shocked. I was like, the F is going on? No, Batman, you're passing that fine line you have crossed, that you put in the sand, that line you have. You passed it. You're going to kill someone. You really are going to kill someone. And I didn't really think he was going to do it. I mean, he said he was going to, kill nobody, but I really didn't think he was going to go through with it. And he just throws him in the acid and he leaves him in there. And then, while he's leaving him in there, he looks towards Damian. and his facial expression changes from from an angry look to a more sad look. He's all like, oh my god, like he comes back to reality, and he's all like, oh god, what am I gonna do? I'm about to kill someone. And he, before before the acid eats away at Morgan's armor, and before it kills him, he grabs Morgan out and pulls him out, and he's fine, he's okay, he's not dead, But of course, he's brutally, his body's all mangled up, and Damien's, lying on the ground, all, mangled up too. He can't move and whatnot, and yeah, and that's something that almost really shocked me. But yes, and in the end of this issue, there is a big turning point. Well, I will not spoil, but in the end, Bruce and Damien do kiss and make up. They make up as father and son, and there's a little joke, put in there where Damien says, you really didn't think I actually turned on you, did you? And then, Bruce replies by saying, not for a second. And there's like a little off silence right here. And then he's all like, okay, maybe just a second. No, I found that pretty funny. Like, at least, he can joke around, and that was a bit funny. But yes, I really like this issue. This issue is the anti-climax of the whole entire Nobody Morgan storyline, Batman and Damien's, messed up relationship right now. And, it's a really good issue. I really like this. And then in issue number 8, we will actually see Bruce and Damien escaping from the fiery ship that they are on right now. And then after that, we will see the Court of Owls, event that will be happening all over the Batman universe right now. But yeah, I really like this issue. I highly recommend you guys picking this issue up. If you guys already stopped at the spoiler part, then I know probably you guys will be picking this issue up because it's a really, really, really great issue. I mean, 2 exciting things happen here, and 2 questionable things at first. The first one being, Batman throwing Morgan in a pit of acid and almost passing that fine line between good and evil, or, his whole entire justice system, and then the end of this issue. But yes, I highly recommend you guys picking this issue up, and if not, then still, you guys should pick this issue up. But yes, if anybody is wondering, after this issue, you can actually pick up the next Batman and Robin issue, and, we have a new storyline. But that has to do with the Court of Owls, so you have to know what's going on in the Batman comic before picking that issue up. But yes, highly recommend you guys picking this issue up. Hopefully you guys like this review and find it helpful, and yeah, thank you for watching. So I'll see you guys later.